Happy Wednesday. How are you? Heart openers, mostly back bends, but some shoulder openers. And it's Trap Wednesday, so we're going to kind of go a little bit deeper into some of that stuff. Just checking to make sure our technology is up and running. And then we will move forward. If this is your first time with us, oh, you are registered to vote. Hey! Are you registered to vote, everybody? I hope so. Your vote counts. As much as you may not think it does, it sure does. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, Lindsay, we made it to midweek. That's right. All right. Registered to vote, everybody? Good. Yes. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Lindsay. Glad to hear it. You can vote for whoever you want. I have total judgments about people who vote one side or the other. I just don't usually express them. I believe in equality. I believe in love. And I believe in equality. That's all I need to tell you. Happy to have any kind of political discussion you'd like to have. Just not now. So back, heart openers, right? Heart center, not the heart, the organ, but heart openers. Oftentimes in yoga, or in life, not in yoga, but in life, we kind of get closed. And more and more, as people get a little bit older, their little box gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'll never forget one of my first teachers, Sarah Powers, a fantastic teacher. She said in my original teacher training 20 years ago, as a matter of fact, she said her new mantra was, "This too I can include." And I just thought that was such a great, simple way to shift your mindset in expanding your reality versus shutting down and being closed off, right? And that's a hard thing. It's a challenging thing, especially in a world that's so, divisive, and either you're right or wrong, or, either you're blue or red, or, or you're left or right, or, But I think that's a really important thought to embody, if you can, because we're never going to make significant change. This is not, I'm not getting political here, but we're never really going to make significant change unless we can understand what other people are thinking. Or if there comes something in your life that's like, oh wow, I definitely don't want that. Well, maybe think about it a little differently, right? Maybe be open to it. I say this as a reminder to myself too. Believe me, I'm not always. My wife will say something. I'm like, blah, 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 that's not real. That's not real. And then later I'll go, what you said the other day? I think that was really smart, really good. So I've been known to take my time to come around. So anyway, that's what we want to do today. Open up the heart center, right? So we're more open to what the universe has to offer. So let's go ahead and begin. We'll start at the front of the mat. Just going to straighten out my mat there a little bit. Bring the palms together, close your eyes, relax the shoulders, start breathing in and out of your nose. We go, for those of you that don't know, approximately 60 minutes here. Nice little Vinyasa flow with heart openers. Set your intention to release stress, to heal, to strengthen, whatever that is for you. Good. Drop the arms, drop the head to one side, easy neck stretch. So I'm dropping it to my left. Take the right arm and reach it away from you. So you get a deeper neck stretch. Breathe. Good. Then drop that arm, switch sides, same thing. First, drop the head over. Next, reach the arm away. Excuse me. Sleep update. Liam slept to 6, so that was good news. From 7:30 to 6 a.m. That's huge. That's 10 and a half hours for that little guy. And then he'll take his nap during the day. Hopefully it's a longer nap. Good. And then drop the arms, circles in one direction, gentle with the head. Sometimes in these back bends that we do, you feel like you're going deeper because you're dropping your head back, opposite direction. So you want to be careful about that. Good, some shoulder rolls, forward and back. Forward and back. And then knee update for those of you that are keeping track of my knee situation. Went for my bike ride yesterday, short, 45-minute bike ride, opposite direction. It felt so good to be out on the bike, but my knee felt great. Oh gosh, so good. Arms up from there, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms to the ceiling, stretch the arms. Typically, when I would go for just my short run, while this knee issue has been going on, the knee would hurt the next day for like a day or two. And with the bike now, it doesn't do that. So it's healed enough. It did do that a while ago, maybe 2 months ago, but now it doesn't do that, which means I'm good to go. I feel so much better. Go ahead and turn to one side. So you're keeping the feet facing straight forward, driving the right foot down into the floor and twisting your body. Oh, breathe. So that's kind of middle spine, thoracic spine. Get taller, turn a little deeper. Good, then switch it opposite side, same thing. One more breath. Good, back to the center. Lean back, take a big inhale, and then fold down as you exhale. Hang forward, a few breaths here. You can support this like I'm doing with your hands, or you can grab the elbows. Drop the head, relax, breathe. Good, then clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. One more breath. Release the arms. Let's roll back up. Abdomen really strong. A few arm circles, one arm. Loosening up the shoulders. So it's all connected, right? We're going to do shoulders and spine. Switch sides, but so we've got to loosen up the shoulders here a little bit in order to get to the spine. Good. Side to side, a little bit, a twist. Remember, if you're practicing with us now, we do these classes on a donation basis. 3 ways you can do that. Well, 4, I guess now, 4 ways. Go ahead and step the feet back together. Bring the palms together. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up. Fold all the way down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Hold it here, a few breaths. You can Venmo me directly, which goes to the business, at Teddy McDonald. You can go to 5pointyoga.com, the studio website, pay for your class, or send us a donation. And you can also go to consciousendurance.com and become a monthly member. I guess one more. You can go to patreon.com/consciousendurance, but same thing. Abdomen strong, breath smooth, lower halfway, push up. Halfway down, push up. Halfway down, push up. Halfway, push up. One more. Good. Drop to the knees. Cat and cow tilts for the spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's a back bend right there. Lifting the heart up, right? That's a back bend. And exhale. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together one side. Shoulder and hip together other side. Snaking the spine back and forth. Good. All right, tuck the toes, straighten the legs back. Let's lower all the way to the mat. So there's a few back bends that we all think about when we're doing back bends. Those are bridge pose, camel pose, or wheel, bridge or wheel from the back, camel pose from the knees. But every time you go through a vinyasa, go ahead and come up to cobra, a gentle back bend. That is a back bend. So we do multiple back bends every single time we do a yoga practice. Bring your hands back a little bit, draw the shoulders back, lift the upper body up. One thing I see often is people straighten the arms and crunch their face and bring the shoulders up into the ears. I don't want you to do that. I want you to think about, go ahead and come down for a sec, but I want you to think about lengthening the lower spine here. So you almost, this is exaggerating, but you're pulling the body forward. Right, see that action? So that's pulling forward. And then you go up. But first you got to get out of the lower spine to get into the middle thoracic spine. So one more breath. Lift up, that's cobra. And then child's pose. Anytime you do a big serious back bend, you want to give your back a little moment to rest. So you do the big stretch. And then you do the big counter stretch or rest. Downward facing dog from there. Come on up. Tuck the toes. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down. Breathe. Good. Switching sides. Same thing. Good, straighten both legs. Come up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward, fold as you exhale. Stretch all the way up, nice big inhale. And through the heart, exhale. Even right from here, arms up, inhale. If you felt more comfortable, you could lean back a little bit, as long as it doesn't hurt the back, and then fold forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back to that as you exhale. Vinyasa, you can lower all the way to the mat, so that's the knees down, lower to the floor, gentle back bend, and then reverse it. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Breathe. Up on the toes again. Walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Arms up again. Inhale. Fold forward, down. Exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. You can step back. This time, let's just break down the next Vinyasa, which is you lower halfway to Chaturanga, and then you roll over the toes, come to upward facing dog. Just take a moment here. This is what, now you can straighten the arms, but you got to pull those shoulders back and reach the heart forward and lift the heart higher and engage the legs and breathe deeply. This is your heart opener. One more inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good, breathe. So if you have any back trouble during the next 50 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it is going to be, make sure that you pay attention to any kind of back stuff. So we're going to go a little bit deeper in the back. So up on the toes again, walk forward, or you could jump halfway up as you inhale. I don't want you to strain yourself. Fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. One more round, fold, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump. Chaturanga or all the way to the mat anytime. Nice, easy back bend. Heart opens forward and then downward facing dog. Good, right leg up behind you, a couple breaths. Sink the left heel down, breathe. Good. Shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong, core strength. Lift it back and up. And then forward to the left side, twist. Back and up. Forward to the right. Back and up. All the way forward. Stay here. Just 5 times right now. Straighten the leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Keep that going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to drop the back knee in a moment. Inhale and exhale. Dropping the back knee. Come up. Easy. Hips forward. Dropping the hip forward. So ultimately in the back bend, there's multiple different back bends. So we're going to do probably 7 or 8 different kinds of back bends today. Sinking the hips forward, stretching the quadricep a little bit, hip flexor. Part of what you need to have that big back bend is flexible spine, flexible shoulders, flexible quads. Hence this lunge. Lift the upper body up, lean back a little bit. Good, and then if you can, just come forward, grab the foot. So a few more breaths. Right hand grabs that left foot, square the hips forward, and then drop that quadricep down. So oftentimes that quadricep is super tight. And while we stretch the hips a little bit, we don't always get to the quadricep. One more breath. Good. And then release it. Warrior 1, just a nice big breath. Reach up, nice big inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, remember, all the way to the mat or halfway down. Your back bend, heart opener, and then downward facing dog. Good, left side when you're ready. Take it up behind you, hold it, breathe. Good. Shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Good. Lift it back and up. Forward to your right side. Back and up. Forward to the left. Back and up. All the way forward. Stay there on the fingertips. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Drop the back knee. Come on up. Easy lunge first. So just sinking forward and breathing. Paying attention. So drop your attention into your hip, quad, breath, body. Relax the shoulders. That breathing will help you release a little bit more tension. And if you wanted to, take one arm up, lean back. Good, and then come forward. If you're going to do this, reach around, so your left hand, and if, by the way, your hamstring cramps, all you got to do is turn it. If you turn this, then you have to lift not less high, all right? And then you can grab that foot right away, come back forward, and sink into that. Sink into that quadricep. Oh my gosh, that is so tight. It's funny. I'm not sure what I injured, and I keep referring to my knee. I think it's the knee, but I also think that the quadricep definitely compensated for the knee thing, or maybe it was the bottom of the quadricep. I don't know, but this is way tighter than I want it to be. That's a common thought I have. One more breath. Oh, sinking that down. Jeez. Warrior one. Turn the back foot flat down. Come on up. Warrior one. Inhale. Hands down to the floor. Leg back. Vinyasa. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Heart opens. And then downward facing dog. Good. Breathing. Fingers spread, palms flat, lift the tailbone, breath smooth. Good, up on the toes, walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale, stretch. All the way up, nice big inhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms, chair. 30 seconds. Not going to do a ton of legs today. 1 or 2 standing sequences, but then backs, a lot of back stuff. So hips, shoulders, spine. Sink a little bit lower. Good, a little bit lower. One more inhale. Standing up, hands together at the heart. Exhale, nice big full breath. Back to chair, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or hop back, exhale. Vinyasa, remember all the way to the mat or halfway. Heart opens, shoulders pull back. Down dog, right side first, take the leg up. Bring it forward, the core, abdomen strong, lift up. Inhale, that's even a little back bend. Hands down, leg back, Vinyasa, lower. Heart opens, downward facing dog. Left side, take the leg up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Good, up on the toes again. Walk softly or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good. Nice big full breath. Same thing again, 2 more rounds here, 2 more. Inhale, chair. Fold down, exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Step or jump. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down. Leg back, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hold it and breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Up on the toes again, walk or jump forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Stand up, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good, big full breath. And then back to chair, inhale. Fold, exhale. Last round here, halfway up, inhale. Step or jump. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale, stretch, hands down, leg back, lower, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, breathe. Good, right away up on the toes, walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, feet a little bit apart, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. Stand up, hands together at the heart, exhale. Full breath. Good, so first thing, right here, standing on your left leg, we're going to do, you're going to pick this leg up, so your right leg up, and you're going to bring it back behind you, and just hold. So we're going to stretch the quad again here, balancing on one leg. If you can, reach back behind you. Grab that foot with 2 hands and breathe. Just a steady breath. Good. And then release it. That's it. Release that. Other side. Pick it up. Again, this is to stretch the quadricep. We're going to go to the big royal dancer pose in a moment, but I just want you to breathe in here, stretch. So you got to pull down, pull that knee and quadricep down and stretch it. Good. Release that. Now, we've done this before a couple times, but I usually grab, I'm just going to turn to show you, I grab the inside of my foot. So if you can, grab the inside of your foot. All right. If it's too much to grab the inside of the foot, you can grab the outside of the foot. All right. And we're going to go this way. You can grab the inside of the foot, if possible, the outside of the foot. So you know, there was a time I had a shoulder issue. Grabbing the inside of the foot was just too much on my shoulder. So stay on the left side, grab the inside of the foot or the outside of the foot here first, and then stabilize. So with the standing leg bent, you'll be a bit more balanced, and then I want you to have the hips square. Then as you come in more into the pose, you can start to straighten that leg. Start to lift that back leg up, and then take the left arm and reach it up high. Breathe. Oh, so big shoulder stretch, big back bend, big quad stretch, hip stretch, a few more breaths. Good. And then slowly release it. It's a little tight on my shoulder there. All right, so same thing, other side. And again, you can always go back to the original thing we did if it doesn't work for you. But opposite side here, you're going to go ahead and take this leg here from the inside of the foot if you can. Dropping. Oh, you get a little cramp there. Watch out for the cramps. Inside of the foot. Whoa. When you get the inside of the foot, there we go. You want to hip square again, right? That leg slightly bent, and then slowly come up. As you come up, lift the arms up. Breathe. Good. Well, 2 more breaths. And then slowly come on down. So that's the combo of the shoulder, quad, hip, spinal stretch. Let's take a vinyasa, feet together, palms together. Nice big inhale, lift up. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back as you exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Dropping to the knees right away. We're going to go low plank just because we need, if we're going to be stretching the back a lot, we need a little core strength. We're going to go 90 seconds here. 3 different optional variations. So we'll do one where you hold one with mountain climbers, and with one leg up at a time, and then the last 20 seconds with mountain climbers. Ready, set, go. So tuck the toes, straighten the legs back, low plank, hold it. First 30 seconds here, you're just gonna hold, but abdomen has to pull back and pull toward the back of the spine as you breathe. If at any point you feel like it's too much, you can always lift the hips higher, go to dolphin, or you could just drop the knees, but let that be the last thing that you do, dropping the knees. If you're gonna do some variations, you wanna work a little harder, go ahead now, take the right leg up, hold it, 10 seconds. Switch legs. Switch legs. Abdomen strong, thighs strong, shoulders extend. Breathe. Switch legs. Last one-legged hold. Abdomen pulls in. 3, 2, 1. Now, mountain climbers. Five, 4, 3, 2, one, dolphin. Palms flat if you can. Lift the hips up, push the shoulders back and breathe. Look at the hands. Push the arms straight. Downward facing dog. Good. Down dog, take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a big stretch. Switch sides, big stretch. Good. Dropping to the knees here. If your knees are sensitive or you're outside on concrete or something like that, you can always double up your mat. That'll make it a little bit easier on your knees. From here, we're going to start with the toes tucked. We're going to do a couple different kinds of these back bends. And first one is a one-handed side. So I'm going to take my right hand to the heel, right hand to the right heel, left arm up. Lean back. So one of the first things I do is engage the abdomen and drive the hips forward. So that's from there, go up first and then start to go back. So it's not so much about going back, it's about going up. So imagine someone's got a hook in your torso and they're lifting you up. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Slowly come forward, abdomen strong, switch it. Same thing, other side. Lift up, lean back, and breathe. Good. Slowly come forward, abdomen strong. Anytime you come out of these back bends, always nice big abdomen. Tuck and then rest for a moment. And this doesn't, you don't need to necessarily go right into a deep forward bend after a back bend. In fact, I wouldn't recommend it. What I would recommend is a slow build essentially to a rest, right? Or to a forward bend. So if you're in a back bend, just because to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, especially deep like this, is not necessarily the wisest thing. But the wisdom comes from you, so you just have to pay attention to how you feel. You might, if you're used to this kind of thing, then maybe it's a little bit easier. So 3 main things to think about besides the breath. Always opening up that heart center, right? You got your crown chakra, you got your forehead, you got your throat, you got your heart center. Heart center, you want to open up, right, as much as you can. So breathing up into the lungs and out and then into the belly. But I want you to get height here. So if you can, if you're going both hands down, 1, 2, and I still have my toes tucked, you can point the toes flat. It'll be deeper back bend. From here, hips drive forward, heart lifts up, head drops back, breathe. Okay, abdomen strong. Slowly come forward. All right, come on down, easy, take your time. Let the body unwind here. And you feel it. Back bends can also be intense because as you get deeper and deeper into some of these back bends, you're going to be pushing into the adrenal gland, which is above the kidney, rests on top of the kidney there. But so the adrenaline sort of comes out of there. So you want to make sure that you're just aware of it. Just be aware. We're going to do one more like that. I'll let you go as deep as you want. You could even stick with the one-legged. You can stick with the one-legged one-armed back bend, because that's the easiest one. But if you feel more comfortable, you're pointing those toes back. Lift the upper body up. Chin is always the last thing to go back, because the neck can be a little sensitive too. So lift up, lean back. First reach for the heel. If there's no chance of you getting back to the heels, then obviously you need to tuck the toes or not even do it at all. but drive the hips forward, lift the heart up. Now drop the head back and breathe. One more breath. Abdomen strong, one side at a time. Slowly come out, back down to child's pose. Actually, we're going to cross the legs and go right onto the back. So let's cross the legs. We're going to do a little bit of abs because oftentimes the back is already flexible enough. And what sometimes we lack is that back bending. So from here, we're going to just do a little bit of abs, not a ton. Let me just take this off for the moment. So, yeah, I think we're still good. So, yogi bicycle to start. Let's do 60 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3. It's about 50 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Reach the upper body up. 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Let's just call it 50. Good. All right. Now, a little bit. We'll mix some of that in here, but go ahead now. Drop the feet, lift the hips. So you engage the abdomen. Tuck the tailbone slightly, feel that the hips rise up, and then lift the hips up. First, get them so that you're holding them suspended. Knee to the hips, to the shoulders forms a straight line. So that's the first thing. And just pause there. Notice what you need to do that. So you need some quadricep strength. You need your glutes to be squeezing slightly. And I want you to see if you can let go of the glutes for a moment. So if you drop the hips down, then you might be able to just kind of rest into the feet a bit more, into the legs, and you don't necessarily need to have your butt clenched. Now, if you can get up there a little bit higher and relax your butt. And again, that's really for body knowledge and wisdom. Come on down for a moment. You might not really understand from a physical body standpoint how to get up into that pose and relax your glutes at the same time. And it's fine. It takes a little time to sort of isolate those. But we'll try one more time. Abdomen strong. Lift the hips up. All right. This time I'm going to take it a little deeper so you can clasp the hands underneath you. When you clasp the hands underneath you, that gives you a nice big shoulder stretch. And then I want you to push the hips up higher. Now, I definitely, right now, my butt is clenched, for sure, because I'm pushing up. But then I can relax. It drops my hips a little bit, but I can relax my butt. And then I can try to go higher and relax. A couple more breaths. Good. And then slowly come down. All right, so we're going to do a couple things. I'm actually just going to grab blocks. So just rest for a moment. I'm going to grab 2 blocks because I'm going to demonstrate something first. So just hang in there. So if you happen to have blocks, or if you're not a big back bender, and to go back to your full wheel, this is how you can do it. So I put just make sure you can still see that whole thing. Yes, you can. So you put the mat up above, and then you put these blocks sort of catty corner this way, right? You need to make sure that they are stable. You don't want them to slip at all. This is a way to get into your bigger back bend in a safer way, especially if you have tighter shoulders. right? So then from here, you would come back, and then you'd set it up so that you lift the hips, and then you gotta take your arms back onto those blocks. If you don't have blocks, you're just gonna go to your full back bend. We're gonna do that about three times. So go ahead and lift up. And from here, you come onto the head. You gotta make sure that the blocks feel stable, your legs feel stable, and then you push up. Oh, yeah. One more breath. Slowly come down, pause, take a few breaths. So it's super intense, that pose, right? So you just gotta bear with it. Like take a couple breaths. Circles around the lower back. We're gonna do 2 more. And again, I didn't give you the option, but it's absolutely an option if you wanted and you had a block, just to take a restorative back bend where you put the block under your tailbone and rest. It's completely fine. Lifting up like this, also totally fine, right? So that's an option, more restorative. Just make sure this is good. I'm gonna go up again. One more like this. I think that's gonna be okay. That looks good. You just gotta make sure they're steady. Right, and then coming up on the head first. And then make sure those blocks are strong. And then push up and breathe. See how this allows me to straighten my arms. Good. And then slowly come on down. Pause again and breathe. You can pull the knees in, just some gentle circles in the lower back. Good, and then we're gonna do one more. So remember, one more kind of bigger back bend. I'm not gonna use the blocks this time. I will pull away from here, but that's an option. Just, you gotta be safe, right? That's the main idea. You wanna be safe. So this, you'll see now how it works for someone with tighter shoulders, tighter upper back, but you can still use these against the wall to help you get into a nice back bend. Now, if we were in yoga class and there were actually people, I would have someone grab someone with tighter shoulders, say, grab my ankles, and I'll be behind them and they'll grab my ankles and then push up, right? So here we go, last one, last big back bend. Dropping the feet down, engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips up. You could stop here, you could clasp the hands underneath, put them down, or one more time into your full back bend. Up onto the head and then push the arms straight and breathe. Slowly come on down. This feels so good. It's like, again, there's one of those suffering things that just feels good after it's over. You get that big rush. If you're more flexible and that doesn't happen for you, I'm sorry. From here, happy baby pose. We'll go move into the hips a little bit. Dropping the tailbone down first, and then dropping your, pulling your hips down. Breathe. Good. Right hand. Hold the right hand, release the left, pull this one down, give it a big stretch. And then switch sides and stretch, just a few breaths on each side. Good. And then back up to the center. A gentle tug. Release it. Rock up to a seat. Forward and back, forward and back. A few times massaging your spine. Good. So, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Sit for our back bends. We're going to do a little twist, little hips and a little twist. But just hang forward. Here, a few breaths. You know, the whole idea of opening up the heart is just something that we continually do in the yoga practice. For years and years and years, it was always open the heart, open the heart, open the heart, open the heart, because you can see as life progresses how people get stuck in their little box and they just don't want to get out, right? And there's, you know, and Tony Horton, my friend, he's like, I just don't want to get curmudgeon disease, right? He's like, I don't want to get old and be this like crotchety old guy that just is aggro, you know, and angry. And I agree with him and the yogis that have been around for thousands of years, which is ultimately, you know, we want to be these open-hearted people that are walking around and a bright spot in other people's lives. Because the truth is, pigeon pose, bend that leg, reach back. Not everyone has continual bright spots forever, right? Like, and everybody has their life snowballs that hit them at different times, right? I mean, people's, you know, parents die at different times, and they lose their jobs at different times, and, you know, I mean, whatever that the latest, you know, issue of the day is, that's really intense. You know, there's breakups and all that sort of stuff, and we don't know what the other person is going through. It's funny, I have some friends that are yoga teachers, and you know, this one particular guy would always shame people for being late or leaving early. And I never did that in my class, and the main reason is because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened before or what needs to happen after, right? I mean, who knows? Someone could have just had a car accident or been near a car accident where someone had this horrific, like they could have had a traumatic experience that caused them to be 5 or 10 minutes late, you know? And vice versa, they may need to go because they're visiting, you know, a relative who's in the hospital and they have certain visiting hours, or they have to pick up a kid, or, you know, you just never know. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's so important to just be open-hearted and kind to people. So that was my inspiration for today's heart-opening class. Another 30 seconds in this here. But it's good to think about, right? I mean, it's good to think about every time you get to your yoga mat, we go through all those back bends. Not all of what we did today, obviously, but every time we go through that sun salutation, there's an opportunity to open the heart. And hopefully that ripple effect will continue outside the practice. Go ahead and switch legs from there. Yes. Excuse me. Handstands. That's the other thing I have to tell you. Handstand workshop this Saturday, 2 to 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 5 to 7 on the East Coast. Greg Louganis, 4-time Olympic gold medalist, and myself, just a yoga teacher and endurance athlete. But a pretty decent handstander. He and I will be here together and doing it. We'll be doing it, leading you through. So we got some people already in, and we got some room all left over. So if you want, come on down and join us. It'll be virtual. You don't have to like physically be here. I'm still not sure. We might have one or two people here that we can kind of use as examples, and we'll all be masked up. But if not, it'll just be the two of us here. We'll see. But it's whether you're just trying to kind of kick up and like understanding that, or you're kicking up and you are working on your balance, working on your strength, working on the endurance. Like Greg says, all those intrinsic muscles that you need to help support your upside down venture. And that's what we'll be working on. And it'll be fun, interactive and fun. So join us if you can. That's this Saturday. Come on up from there. Bring both legs forward. Shake them out for a second. Good. Shake out the legs. Flex the feet. Reach the arms up. Fold down forward. Stretch. A few moments. Good. You could stay there if it's too much on your neck. Otherwise, you're going to roll up, roll back, take the legs up and over the head for plow. Plow, then shoulder stand. From there, legs up. Legs wide, flex the feet. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Both legs up and then down over the head slowly. Come on down. Take our final twist. Pull the right knee in, give it a good squeeze, roll to your left side, easy twist. Good, and then switch sides. Same thing, other side. Left knee in, pull it in, roll to your right. Good, back to the center. Shavasana, final rest. Just lie flat on the back, eyes closed, feet flop open. Take a nice big cleansing breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Totally relax. Go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to the belly. Take a breath. And slowly bend your knees, roll to your right side. Just take a couple breaths. And make your way up to a seat, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, a few breaths. And again, so much of this practice is about cultivating this sense of peace and calmness and tranquility, regardless of what's happening outside. Palms together from there. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Namaste, my friend. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you so much for your continued support. I very much appreciate it. And remember, stay safe, stay healthy. Sign up for the handstand workshop if you can. And otherwise, we'll see you here right back here tomorrow. Thanks. Keep that heart open.